Hey folks, got a video for you here from a member. He decided he wanted to go in and try to repair an actuator that is up in the dash that controls, I think, the blend door for heat, defrost, all that good stuff. And a lot of the repair manuals state remove the dash. Well, good news is, with a little perseverance on his part, he managed to replace it without removing all of the dash. He took the IPC out, as you'll see in the video, and he took the radio out and the head unit and everything, but he was able to get in there with some long-reaching tools. You may have to buy some special tools, but he did get it out, and that's the bonus, and he got the new one put back in. So, hey, it can be done if you use a little bit of ingenuity. So let's follow along what Edwin did, and hey, you know, if there's a will, there's a way, and he found it. So let's follow along with what he did, and hey, congratulations, Edwin. You did a fine job.
Hey guys, again. So I decided to try out and do these, I forgot the name of it. But it's the right above the blend door actuator. Whichever the name is, it's gonna be in the description for sure. So since Bill asked me to document it, so right now I'm gonna show you guys the way I'm doing it without removing the dashboard. So I'm just gonna let you know, if you happen to be a big guy, it's gonna be a little bit difficult because you gotta flex around here trying to get in here. All right. So first of all, I'm gonna have to hold this. There you go. Oh, it's all the way up here, so you kind of wiggle your hand around through right behind the steering wheel, and damn, my eyes can't even focus. The camera is focused, but my eyes are not. Let me see if I can. There you go. All right, so once you wiggle your way around it, pretty much with a small screwdriver, you can get the 3 screws that you're supposed to take off. And you can kind of take it off, right? So right now I'm putting it back in. So what I gotta do is, there's 2 little things that you have to worry about. It's the one, let me see if I get it right. Hold on a second. All right. So it's like 2 little levels. This one, where is it? This one up here. Let me see if I can get it right. So this one up here, and then there's another one right here. Those other 2 you have to align, and make sure they actually align well. Sorry for the back camera work, but that's a really tight space. I was not expecting it to be this tight. Okay, so let me see if I can get it right while holding the camera. So the middle is that round piece that you have to kind of snuggle in there. It's not really big problem like getting in there. So right now it's in there. Now what I'm gonna do is, I have my little drill bit. Let me see if I can show you guys. So I got my little drill bit. This one is magnetic. So what I'm doing is, I'm gonna tie this enough by hand to make sure that it doesn't go nowhere. Once I get this by hand, I'm gonna try to do something else that I have in mind through that little hole on top. So Which one will be this one? Okay. And actually, you can tighten it up if you got a small screwdriver, a really tiny one, or maybe a L-shaped screwdriver. You'll be able to you should have enough space to do it. But like I said at the beginning, if you are sort of, I'm not gonna say a big guy, but sort of like a big guy, you really have to lay down in front of your seat. All right. So I guess this is part 2, and the video cut off. But yeah, if you're a big guy, keep in mind you only have this small space. Sorry for the dirtiness, but it's been raining around here. But you only have this small space right here to kind of work with. So keep that in mind. All right. So as you guys can tell, it's back in there. I just screwed one of them by hand. It's only 3 of them, so I screwed one of them by hand. Now I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this, because I didn't think about it before I started recording. So give me just a second. I'm gonna give you a part 3. That should be the final part, and I will show you how I'm gonna screw this one in. All right, see you guys in a second. Just say something. Alright, you got it? Alright, let me get it.
Oh. Okay, now I got it.
Here you go. Alright, so this is the way I did it, which is literally a mission impossible. So while I'm holding this piece right here with a whole bunch of attachments, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can focus. You can see the end all the way over there. And then I will have this holding it right here on the screw. And this is a pretty handy tool too, but you need 2 people to do this job. This is literally a mission impossible. But I got it done. I got all the screws in, tied them up. All right. Oh my God. So, let me see the flashlight. You can get out. Hurry up. Okay, so the way we did it was, while my wife was holding the drill on top, doing the drill from the top, I will be pointing the tip. But let me show you something. So if I were to get a longer extension for this, it would have made my job a lot easier. But it's not, it's a mission impossible, but it is possible. So this is how long I had the piece in there. So I kind of played the smart way and attach a couple of things to make it here. But if you would have a long piece, like I saw the piece yesterday, but I didn't buy, that this piece will be really long, and then you will have that attachment on top. That will be a lot easier, but I didn't do it. But yeah, this is the right angle. This tool is crazy. It's only $25, but as you guys can tell, it made my job a lot easier, because I can angle the drill anywhere I want, pretty much in an L shape. And as you guys can tell, let's see if I can spin it. Just spin it from the bottom, spins on top. And apparently it's impact ready. So yeah, I made it happen. And also the drill had another tip, so this is technically oh wait, hold on. There we go. So if we were to have this a little bit longer, it would have made my job a lot easier too. So if we were to have 2 pieces of this length, your job with 2 people will be pretty much in a couple of minutes. You can get it done with no problem. Just about somebody is holding it down there, guiding it into the screw. All you have to do is pretty much somebody guiding this one and somebody else using, I recommend using a drill or impact wrench. I mean impact drill, because it makes you, it's in and out. It's literally no problem. Well, yeah, I hope that would help somebody. And just like that, we get it done. Actually, before I do anything, the only thing I have to disconnect is just to kind of get it out of the way. But I probably, sorry for the back camera work again. I'm horrible at it right now. I could probably just hold this down with something, but I just decided to disconnect it and kind of get it out of the way completely. There we go. And then putting these pieces back together just real quick. Okay, so everything's working. Okay, so that's to the front, max. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to connect it. What a rookie mistake. Alright, I'll let you know, guys, if it worked. But let me go connect it first, and I'll let you guys know in the comments. Alright, bye.